so basically this is a reverse install of what we did taking it out. Basically put this piece in first, put that piece in next. Make sure that your bolt holes are all facing out so that you can put them into the door. And what I've done to the glass is I've raised the glass completely up with some tape up here so it's up out of the way. And what I'll do once I get this in is I'll use the power and I'll bring it up about halfway. I'll lower my glass into here and I'll tighten it down. So here we go. Try that again. Or 3 or 4, yeah. There we go. You don't want to force this stuff, because if you have to force it, it's not going in correctly. And if you force it, you're going to wind up breaking something. Okay, so now that we've got it in part way, I'll just put a couple of bolts in to hold it in place. And yeah, I know I'm not using my gloves.
Who needs gloves anyway?
Actually, that bolt was the crusty one. I always like putting the bolts back in the same spot, that way they don't get homesick. That's a long one. I believe that long one went in here. But we'll soon find out. There we go. Get all the bolts here. Okay. So got to actually no, maybe this long one was down there, I believe. In there. It makes more sense to have a long one there. And then the short ones go past the glass. Sugar. Always make sure you have it in the right spot, which I don't right now. Because it's actually on the other side of the glass. There we go. And you gotta have this door mechanism goes underneath this guy here. Underneath the bracket. Okay. This guy back here. Looks like this one is a little bent, but that's probably because it was sent from shipping that way. That shouldn't cause any problems. Oh yes, I got that one on the wrong side of the glass too. So let me fix that one too. There we go. before I put all the bolts in, I think I'm going to plug in my plug here for the power. Yeah, got it the right way there. Yes, I know the clip is broken, but like I said, someone else was in here before me. Old crusty back in his spot. And we'll take this guy out of here, because actually I'm 100% sure it goes down there. Or actually no, the shorter one, the long one down here on the bottom, this one. Pretty sure it goes over there. Go. Now we know we should be homesick. Let me just snug these up a little bit. That sounds good. There we go. Try and put it back in the same spot of where it came out of. You can tell by the little scuff marks on the paint that it should be relatively lined up where it needs to be. Okay, so now for the moment of truth, we got to raise this up and get the glass put back in. You want these guys so you can get access to the bolts, and then you lower the glass in and clamp it down. Try and stop the glass from just sliding down or it will break. Okay, so now we got this down here and it's sitting in here, and you'll see, you can tell from the glass from where it was sitting before for its fitment issues. So you want to raise it up slowly before you tighten these bolts down, so that your window will not bind when it goes up. So in here, if I lift this up, you can kind of see where the clamp was sitting before in the glass. Just kind of line that up. Same deal over on this side. Just kind of line that up. Make sure it's pushed down, and then I'll try and raise the window, make sure it don't bind. Looks good. Okay. So it looks like it goes up and down without binding too bad. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle to settle it back in. And then I'll just tighten up these bolts here, and I'll finish and tighten the rest of them up as well. These guys here, you don't want to make them too tight, because you remember you're squeezing glass. You want them just snug enough that'll hold the glass. And as I said before, we set these guys back where they came from, their factory positions. So now we get to snug these guys up. And that's it for that. And now basically you put the door card back on the same way you took it off.